Reclaiming the Dream, a Kingdom, Afrocentric Vision for Global Leadership. Welcome, friends, visionaries and leaders from every corner of the world. I'm Aaron Montag, and today, I want to have a deep, honest, and empowering conversation with you. A conversation about dreams. Not the fleeting kind that vanish with the morning sun, but the enduring kind that shape nations, rewrite narratives, and change the trajectory of generations. I'm talking about reclaiming the dream. For centuries, the idea of the American dream has inspired people around the globe. It's a powerful narrative, one that says, through hard work, determination, and perseverance, anyone can rise, prosper, and build a better future. This dream was meant to represent freedom, opportunity, and upward mobility. It echoed through the Declaration of Independence with the promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It gave hope to immigrants who crossed oceans, to entrepreneurs who built from nothing, and to families who wanted something better for their children. But let's be honest, for millions, that dream was deferred. For others, it was systematically denied. And for communities around the world, the dream has often been exported in a way that didn't fit their history, their culture, or their divine calling. The time has come to reclaim that dream, reinterpret it, and reshape it through lenses that bring clarity, justice, and shared flourishing. I want to look at this dream through two powerful lenses, the biblical lens and the Afrocentric lens. When we combine these two perspectives, we discover a vision that's not only relevant for America, but for leaders and communities across the world. The biblical lens, alignment over ambition. The biblical lens begins with a truth that cuts through the noise. Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. True prosperity, lasting prosperity, begins not with ambition, but with alignment. Alignment with divine purpose. Alignment with kingdom principles. The American dream often focuses on individual success, your house, your car, your bank account. But the kingdom dream focuses on community flourishing, on righteous stewardship, and on generational blessing. Proverbs 13:22 says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children." God doesn't think in one-generation timelines. He thinks in legacies. And biblical prosperity always carries a moral dimension. Leviticus 25 paints the picture of Jubilee, debts canceled, land restored, the oppressed set free. Acts 2 shows the early believers sharing resources, so there was no needy person among them. This is not a political ideology. This is divine economics. Prosperity that transforms not just bank accounts, but entire communities. And it starts within. As 3 John 1:2 says, "Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers." You can't build a lasting dream with a fragmented soul. Prosperity begins with spiritual clarity. The Afrocentric lens, reclaiming identity and power. For the African diaspora, the dream has always been complicated. Our ancestors encountered it through chains, segregation, exclusion, and systemic injustice. But long before those experiences, there was another dream, an African vision rooted in Ubuntu. I am because we are, and since we are, therefore I am. Afrocentric thought emphasizes collective uplift, not just individual ascent. It's not about assimilating into someone else's narrative. It's about reclaiming and redefining prosperity on our own terms. This is where I want to share with you the model of the West Philadelphia Billionaire Society, WPBS. Imagine 1 million people, each contributing just $1 a day, pooling resources not for charity, but for community ownership. Imagine supermarkets, banks, schools, hospitals, media networks, hotels, and innovation hubs, not owned by outsiders, but by the community itself. This is strategic unity. This is modern Jubilee. This is what happens when vision meets structure. Leaders like Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King Jr., and Malcolm X understood this in their own ways. Garvey envisioned global black enterprise. King spoke of the promissory note that had not been honored. Malcolm demanded control over our communities and resources. Their methods varied, but their purpose was shared, to awaken a people to economic sovereignty, cultural restoration, and collective destiny. When we merge the biblical and Afrocentric lenses, something profound happens. The biblical lens gives us the moral compass and spiritual power. The Afrocentric lens gives us cultural identity and strategic framework. Together, they give birth to a kingdom, Afrocentric vision that has power far beyond one community. It becomes a global model for any people determined to rise. Global leadership application, a new dream for a new era. This isn't just about one group. This is about leadership in a changing world. The systems that have defined global economics, culture, and power for the last century are shifting. Technology is rewriting the rules. Old models are straining. The world is crying out for leaders who are morally anchored, culturally intelligent, economically strategic, and globally minded. Reclaiming the dream is not an American project. It's a global invitation. Leaders in Lagos, Mumbai, Kingston, Rio, Johannesburg, Philadelphia, and Accra can reinterpret the dream through their cultural narratives and align it with timeless kingdom truths. Imagine local communities everywhere building together, thinking generationally, and collaborating globally. This vision requires leaders who refuse to settle for surface success. It calls for those willing to build with patience, wisdom, and strategy. It requires men and women who are not seduced by personal gain, but compelled by a divine mandate to shape nations. So here is your practical call to action. So what does this mean for you, wherever you are hearing this? First, wake up. The dream won't reclaim itself. We must confront the uncomfortable truths of history, economics, culture, and faith. We must be honest about what has and hasn't worked. Second, organize. Vision without structure is wishful thinking. WPBS is one model, but every culture can build its own. Cooperatives, investment circles, innovation hubs, community trust. What matters is strategy, unity, and stewardship. Third, align spiritually. Economic power without divine purpose leads to oppression, but economic power aligned with God's heart leads to liberation. As Psalm 24 reminds us, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. We are not building empires for ourselves. We are stewarding resources that belong to God. A visionary charge. Leaders, visionaries, dreamers, wherever you are, hear this. Reclaim the dream. Reimagine it through your faith, your culture, your divine calling. Refuse to be a passive recipient of someone else's script. Become the author of a new chapter. Build schools that teach truth. Build businesses that empower. Build media that inspires. Build banks that serve. Build legacies your children's children will rise up and call blessed. Let the world see what happens when kingdom principles, cultural strength, and global leadership converge. Let this generation be remembered as the one that didn't just talk about change, but became the change. Before we close, I want to leave you with both a charge and a prayer. Here's the charge. Wherever you are, start building. Start with what's in your hand. Gather your community. Cast a vision that's bigger than yourself. And remember, the dream is not dead. It's waiting for leaders like you to wake it up. And here's the prayer. May the God who gives dreams also give you strategy. May He bless the work of your hands and the vision of your heart. May He raise up communities that flourish under righteous leadership. May the nations be blessed through what you build. And may future generations say, they didn't just inherit a dream, they reclaimed it. Thank you for acting today. The West Philadelphia Billionaire Society is available on Amazon and wherever fine books are sold. Get 10, read 1, share 9. Let's rise together.